Hey YouTube, this is Jen, your Pudgy Picker. Today's Monday and I have another room for you. This room is very familiar to those of you who are my subbies. This is my dining room and I do most of my hauls in here, I would say. But let's show you how I've decorated. This tapestry, it's actually just like a printed fabric. And all I did was sew the edges, and then along the bottom I put these fringes, and then I made a loop at the top and put it on a drapery rod. So that was a cheapo decorating, and it's a large piece, so I mean it really gives you, a big impact for the wall. Once in a while you will find these. I actually found in a thrift store the match to these, but it was much shorter, like half the length, and they were, you could still make valances out of them. And even tapestry, anything you want, and a piece of, pretty fabric, you can hang it up like this. So easy peasy. My two lamps I bought at a garage sale, probably last summer. I don't know what happened to this one, but it has a crack in it. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll have to keep these. So I may end up trying to glue it if I ever decide to get rid of them. But they make a real statement in here. I have the timer down there, so they come on at about 6 and go off at about midnight. So they look really nice in this room. The home sign I got at a discount store for I think $2 or $3. A few books that I like to look at. This cabinet needs to be refinished. This is one of those winter jobs. Summertime I'm doing a lot of garage sailing, so I just don't have time for larger projects. But this, it's got the carved panels on it. Really nice piece, but it needs to be refinished. I paid, I believe, $35 for this at my antique mall. I wanted something that would fit under here nicely, but not stick out too far. Kind of toyed with the idea of getting like a baker's rack, but I wanted to put cookbooks and stuff, so that's what is in this cabinet, but I didn't want to look at them all the time. So it was a nice way to just kind of squirrel them away, and it's close to the kitchen, so if I need to look up a recipe, I can just pop in there and pull a few books out and sit here and work on them. So that was definitely a good find. This rug I believe we got when we first moved in here. It's like a Berber, real short nap, and I believe that was $50. I have a basket I got at a thrift store for I believe $5, and I have my mending in there. So yes, I am an old-fashioned person that still mends socks and other little seams, or if I got a button or something that needs to be put on, I just pop it in there. And then in an evening when I'm sitting in front of the TV, I'll just pull it over and open it up and see what I got in there. So that is my mending bin. Up here, that's my favorite word. I have it in every room. Simplify. I bought this at a garage sale, I believe for $6. And if you watch my videos, that will look familiar. I just got that not too long ago and decided to keep it. What else? This big fakey plant I got for $6 at my antique mall. There was a vendor that was leaving and had everything marked down like 70%. So that's where I got it. It's a nice little basket on it. Takes up a little space. It's nice. It's a little bit taller. This decorative scroll thing up here I got at a garage sale for $4 a couple years ago. If you look outside, you'll see I hung up my, what do you call it, clothesline. So I'm going to be hanging my sheets out today because my other one snapped last week. This table is not used so much for eating anymore. When we moved in this house 2 years ago, we eat in the kitchen. We're just a kind of kitchen table kind of family. But I do like the wrought iron. I would eventually like to do a new piece of thick wood or butcher block or something on here and just take the legs off and then put a new top on. So eventually I might do that. This plant should look familiar. I just got it a couple weeks ago for 75 cents. The little rug was actually, I think, $5 or $6 at a garage sale, and it matches my oval table, so that's why I like those pieces. I bought these several years ago. One has like flip-flops and summer shoes, and the other one has doggy stuff, so brushes and leashes and all of Pixel's stuff go in there. And it's a nice little place by the door, so if you want to, you know, sit down and pop your shoes on or something, it's a nice little place to sit down. I've showed you this, I believe, before. This is a craft project I did, and it is an old frame that I rescued from the trash, and all of these little flowers and scrolly things are cut up toilet paper rolls. If you're interested in trying it, it's a very dirt cheap craft, and there's a ton of tutorials here on YouTube how to do that. I got this little stick-on from the dollar store. It says the best things in life aren't things. So yeah, that's very true. Another simplify. Every time I see these little wooden blocks at the antique mall, I snag them up and I just put them in each room. It just helps remind me to keep simple and don't get freaked out and worried about stuff. So it's always to look at that and see it as a little reminder. These metal wall hangings were like the ugliest gold color. I bought those at a thrift store for $2 each and just spray painted them matte black. So I tell you, everybody should own a spray can of matte black. I use it on a lot of things. So, and since I do the black, tan, and burgundy is kind of my colors in my dining room and living room, yeah, pretty much spray anything that'll hold still long enough. I've showed you these, I believe, before. In the middle is the Budgie Picker when she was 9 months old. Look at me, aren't I cute? On the right is my son at 9 months old, and on the left is my daughter at 9 months old. And then the top, that's Mr. Pudgy Picker, my husband, and my son, and my daughter, all at 9 months. I tried to do the same pose for both pictures, and I treasure these very much. I love these pictures. I always get so many comments about them, but I just love them. It's really neat to compare at the same age what we all looked like. Down here, this is one of the only antiques I own. This is a stork ashtray. It's all metal, and that was my grandfather's. My dad's dad had this, and it's funny enough, in my dad's papers that we went through recently, we found the receipt for this. I'll have to look up the year, but it was like $8, but it was like, I mean, years ago, because my grandfather paid cash for everything. If he didn't have the cash, he didn't buy it. So I think that's a smart way to be, and I think we should all get back to being that way. So yeah, but I love that thing. I just really treasure that, you know. So other than that, I don't really have anything else in this room. We like to, in the winter, do puzzles on the table. I don't know, find something to do in here. This room, we do spend more time just walking from one room to another. But you all recognize it because this is where I do all my videos. The original chandelier is here. Our landlord, his wife keeps bugging him, saying, I want the chandelier, you gotta get it and bring it home, because she wants it in her house. And we actually bought a replacement that's the black wrought iron, and just waiting for them to do it. So it's very cute though, it's very beautiful. But that's all I got for today. So this Monday was the dining room. Next week we'll probably do the kitchen. So until next time, everybody, take care of yourself. Leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Next time I'll have a haul on this table. Until then, happy picking. Bye!